Shut up and play.
Hello, I'm Jethro.
I'm Lisbeth.
And this is Shut Up and Play. Although today we are once again going to do neither one of those things.
We're going to talk a lot.
But this is not our fault. Back in AD 398, the Council of Nice to See You said that all content creators who go to conventions need to come back and put out a convention hall video. And to not annoy the council and its spies that are everywhere, we are now doing our Pax Convention Hall video.
Pax purchases.
Our
Pax purchases.
Pax purchases, yeah, but there should be a third P there, like there was the first time. Our
it doesn't matter.
physical Pax purchases.
Physical Pax purchases. Sure.
It's not quite the same thing. Doesn't have that for physical. It's more of an F. Where was I? Anyway, let's shut up and get started. Well, we can't shut up and get started. So, when Lisbeth and I were before PAX, we talked about what kind of video we do when we came here, and our biggest joke of that was,
wouldn't it be fun if we got some free content, some free giveaway games that then we could promote on our lovely channel that so many people watch?
That's right. And that was just a joke between us. We just thought that was humorous and funny. Right up at the point where we got something for free. Now, regardless of if we'd gotten what we got for free, everything I'm going to say from moving on forward, I would say regardless of whether or not we got this item for free.
Gave us the book or not.
So go ahead and show them the book.
So the book we got is...
It's by Alloyed. Oh, I did it again. Alloyed RPG. Alloyed RPG. And
it's the core essential books, everything you need to play the game. The game being Alloyed RPG Core Essentials, yeah.
Yeah, so this is they describe it as D&D without all the math.
Mm-hmm.
And
who did we talk to?
Well, that was get in there.
Sorry.
It's okay. We talked to Steve and Chris from Alloyed RPG. And they could not have been more wonderful.
I even got their little... Oh, you can't see.
I can't see.
I got their autographs.
Got their autographs.
Because they're just so amazing.
If you look up the definition of labor of love in the dictionary, you're going to find these two guys and Alloyed RPG. Mm-hmm. They've developed this gaming system.
Now, Jeff,
yes,
we do have a video out that we talked with them, interviewed them, and that you go and watch that video. It'll tell you all about the game from their viewpoint,
right?
How they created it, what other amazing features it has about it. Basically, we did talk with these two gentlemen, amazing gentlemen. I said, "Hey, how can we buy your book?" And they said, "Well, here, why don't you have this one, Merry Christmas?" And we went, "What?" And they're like, "Oh no, really? You can have it." So we have it, and we look forward to reading through it and hopefully finding someone who can DM some games for us.
Yeah,
right?
yes. Because, like you said, these guys were amazingly wonderful. They're in it for the love of the game and for nothing else. So definitely go check these guys out. Check out Alloyed RPG.
All right.
Excuse me.
What's the other kind of interesting, different thing we did during this PAX visit?
We got lost and wandered around. That's not what you mean, though, is it?
Oh, our very first day, we kept saying the GPS is taking the Google Maps was taking us in the wrong direction.
Yes.
And we got very lost and did a lot of walking we didn't need to do. But that's okay. Then we walked in and we went right into the convention.
Yes.
One of the purchases that we did last year was we paid a chunk of money, and it was actually a fundraiser of some sort.
It was then, yes.
And we got a large box of games that we had no clue what was in the box. When we brought it home, I think that box had like 6 games in it.
It did, yes. Mm-hmm.
1 or 2 of them were really ones that we played and enjoyed. So we saw another booth this year that was mystery box for whatever the price was. Pay that price. We got this huge box. She said, open it right away. So we opened it right away. And we got these 4 games.
Yes. What were they?
The first game is called Pig Pile. Well, that's really hard to see.
Oh, wow. What's up with that?
I don't know.
Oh, no. It's green.
What's green?
Pig Pile is green.
Oh, the word Pig Pile is green. Anyways, it's a fast-paced hog wild card game. It's for 3 to 6 players. Toss your cards, grab the pigs, heap your hogs. Never heard of it. Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll probably try it out with our kids at some point. That was one game. Second game. Will this one show up?
All right. I'm going to pause this thing for just a minute while I fix the green screen issue. This is the camera we normally use for our green screen. And apparently I didn't turn off the chromatic key. So I'm going to pause it for just a second and we'll get started again in just a minute. Okay, we're back.
I'll fix it. This is the pig game. Pig Pile.
Pig Pile.
Okay.
Don't know anything about it.
Don't know anything about it. 2 to 6 player game.
The other things that were in the box was this one, New Haven. Don't know anything about it, but it looks pretty interesting. It's a it's a game. It's a game you play.
Looks like a resource management part.
Ooh, maybe some tile placement.
Tile placement, 2 to 4 players. R&R Games Incorporated.
Okay, we'll see what that does. What's next, Lizbeth?
Next was something called Great Voyage. Again, didn't know anything about any of these games. Great Voyage.
There's voyaging, is there?
Also, I'm assuming 2 to 4 players, plays in about less than an hour, which is nice. So it might be a little bit lighter of a game. So we'll crack that one open
Crack
eventually.
that one open eventually.
And then the lady that sold us this, she was very excited about this one. Remember what she said about it?
Yeah, she said Dom Perignon. She said it was a game. Dom Perignon.
It's about making of wine and
yes,
champagnes
wine. Yes.
And so again, I'm assuming some resource management. Also, 2 to 4 players. This one plays a little bit. She said this was more of like a midweight Euro game. Is how she described it.
That sounds like something she'd
That was our
say.
mystery box.
All right. So then we started buying the games that were on our list. Well, then we started going through our list. And up first, we
got our copy of Boop the Dolls. It looks just as cute as I said it would.
Yes, it does.
I opened it up and looked at the little cats. I shouldn't tell you that, but they're just so cute.
Yes.
We did get Boop the Halls.
We got Boop the Halls.
Number 1 on our list.
Oh, I said excited. Slap me every time I say excited.
Next.
All right. This one I got for me.
We went into Chess Games. They had like a separate little room.
Check
Games. Sorry.
I don't remember how it's
because
pronounced.
that's where they sold SETI.
Yes.
So we got SETI.
I'm very. I almost did it again. I'm looking forward to watching it.
Looking forward to playing SETI.
Playing it, yes.
I know nothing about it. Pause, Jeffrey.
It's a. It looks like it's gonna be a really heavy game.
Pause it.
Pause it? Yeah, sure. Hold on. Yep. Okay, we're going in.
Okay.
This one looked interesting. It was this is a tile placement, right?
Yeah. Well, no.
I have no idea what any of these games are, even though I really want to play them and I love them a lot.
It's worker placement. Cascadario.
Yes, Cascadario.
Was on our Fight Wing Games.
2 to 4 players and plays in 40 to 60 minutes. And I just thought it looked neat, and I wanted to get it.
We had one of the people from Fight Wing actually show us how to play the game and played a round or two with him, so that was very cool.
Oh, is that the one we played at the hotel?
Yes.
Oh, yes, yeah, we started playing it at the hotel.
We did open that one up and play at the hotel.
But I was very tired, and I got very confused.
And when I know the game rules a little bit better than he does, we have a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
So I count on him knowing. We also picked up Trailblazers.
Trailblazers. Yes, we did.
What's interesting is, now this is definitely card placement. It's the deluxe edition, so it came with a lot of extras that we didn't quite expect it. That when we were told the total, I went, oh, that seems high. But then I looked and realized what they were selling was the deluxe edition, so we got a lot of little extra bells and whistles with this one.
Yes.
We don't always do that, but we did for this one.
Yeah, it was, well, mostly because it was unintentional. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. This is what happens when she leaves me alone.
I was standing right next to you. We also picked up Atlantis Exodus. We saw this out on the table. Yes. This, we didn't realize, the board is in circles.
It's in circles.
And we were watching as a gentleman was teaching to other people how to play it, how they finished a round or something like that, and then the one circle rotated one way and the other circle rotated the other way. And we both went, ooh, that's a neat feature. We have to buy that game. That is a neat
feature. We're buying this game.
So this one's going to be fun to open up and
it will
play.
Be.
1 to 4 players. It's a 90-minute play, so it's definitely one that we'll eventually do. But
it'll take us a while to figure that one out. So yeah, I was I almost did it again. I was thrilled to get that one, my hands on that one. All right.
We should have had a thesaurus for the word
We should have got, yes.
What's this one, Jethro?
This is Butterfly Garden. And again, I don't know why this tickles me. Like I said before, if you saw our other video, the ladies at Thinker Themer showed this one. That's where I first saw it. It's the only place I've ever seen it was them showing it. And I don't know. I don't know why I like it so much. I just do. It's just a tile placement and path creation and I want to play it.
It was by Capstone Games, which is the same people that did Atlantis. So we saw those two tables right next to each other.
Yeah, that was
nice.
nice.
Also the same people that do Pagan. So it was kind of interesting. They had Pagan spread out there. And we've done a playthrough of Pagan on our channel, so you can go and watch that. It was kind of fun to stand over top the Pagan people and go, ooh, I know what they're going to do.
Yes!
Ooh, I think I like how they did that.
Yes.
That was a good feeling for the two of us that we're like, okay, we do get that game, and it was a lot of fun.
Yes.
All right.
Now, are you doing the scroll one there next? Or was that the plan, or are we going somewhere else?
Our second list.
Yeah, what's on our second list?
This is our second list.
So, she says to me, hey, I want to go look at this game.
Well, wait a minute.
What?
I was going to put it on our list initially, but then I saw that the price of the game was over $200.
Yeah.
That's so far out of our budget. We had set a budget.
Yes.
We wanted to get as many games as we could within that budget. Again, that's why we often don't buy the deluxe editions. But this game looked really cool. So we were walking, and I was like, oh, this is that game that I was telling you about that I think would be really fun, but it's really expensive. So we went over, and the lovely people, who makes it? I don't even know. Oh, isn't that terrible of me? I don't know who the publisher is. Anyways, she taught us the game. We learned it in like 15 minutes. We played a round or two, and he was hooked instantly, and I realized it really was a fun game. And I said to her, so... tell him what the price of this particular set is, and she said
$225. I think
$225 because it was a beautiful wooden board.
Oh, no, it's worth every penny.
Oh, absolutely,
every penny.
Absolutely.
The gorgeous artwork, everything about this game board. It was about an inch and a half thick wood.
Yes.
Gorgeous. It was whatever they're asking, it's worth it.
But they also sell it in a roll-up leather scroll type thing. For not $200.
Yes.
So we got a purple set of Sage Stones.
Yes.
You have to say the name of the game.
Sage
Stones. So it's not tile placement. It's not worker placement. It's not resource management. It's not Euro heavy. It's little discs, and we'll do it on our channel.
Oh, yes.
And you're trying to. It's a little bit of an Othello feel to it, if you know that very old game.
Othello. It's exactly what it
A little bit of an Othello
seems like.
feel. A little bit of a Mancala feel that you're.
A little bit of go.
You're putting stones around, and if you surround your other person's stone, then that gets removed, and you're just trying to get all your stones on the board.
Yeah.
But one feature they add about it that was neat is for 2 players. I think up to 6 people can play it, so yay, our family can play it. But 2 players, they tell you to use 2 colors, so you're kind of playing like 4 players, which just makes the game really interesting.
Yes.
So, Sage Stones, we got to play through. It was a lot of fun, so we bought one.
Yes, and again, if I had all the money in the world, I would have gotten the wooden boards because they are handcrafted
beautiful.
and are stunning
she said they're individually handcrafted.
Yeah,
they're all numbered
handcrafted,
and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
That they're just gorgeous.
So whatever they're charging is worth it, and if I had the money, I would have done it.
Yeah. All right, then what do we get?
Clans of Midgard. And why did we get Clans of Midgard?
Well, partly because it was Sunday and it was marked down in price, and we went, ooh, that's a good thing. But we also thought we wanted Clans of Midgard. Turns out we kind of had Champions of Midgard on our list, so we got the 2 mixed up. But this one still looks interesting. I think it's a card.
It's got a name. It's got a
Draft, Write, and Fight game.
That's what it's got. Its name is Draft, Write, and Fight.
Draft, and Write. Yes, which I don't think we've done anything.
We have not yet. When he told us that, I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, it started with a C and ended with Midgard, and I got confused.
And it was Sunday. We were a little
tired.
tired.
It was Sunday. We were a lot tired. And it was on sale. So I do look forward to playing that.
And there was another one that was on the second list that I saw. That was a 2-player specific game, and I kind of mentioned it to Jethro, and and I saw the Osprey Games. I saw the publisher there, and I went, I said, this is another 2-player game. We should check this one out. Come and look at it. So he went over, and it just so happened that the one lady in the booth was like, would you like to sit down and do a playthrough? So Jethro sat down, and another very nice gentleman sat down across from him, and they learned how to play Katmai. Which, we're reflecting, which is a really fun 2-player game of the Bears of Brooks River. It's a game of competitive area control, careful planning, and very hungry bears.
Yes, you play bears.
Yes. Every summer, dozens of ravenous brown bears descend upon the majestic Brooks River in Alaska to gorge themselves on its summer bounty of salmon. In Katmai, you place bears at fishing spots in order to gain dominance, satisfy challenges, and catch delicious fish. Again, Jethro and I learned it in about 10 minutes. He lost.
Ooh. Well, this game is neat because we did the first round. I was like, okay, this is interesting, but I don't understand it. And then we got to the second round, and the very nice person explaining it to us explained to us more about it. And I went, oh, this is going to be really cool.
Yeah, because you place cards and then you place bears, but the bears stay, and then
Yes.
you do another round of cards. It puts a whole new twist on it. But it's
Yes.
a 2-player game, so we're really excited.
Yes, and I was like, oh, you said excited.
I did.
Don't say excited.
So that was Catman.
We're looking forward to playing it.
Catman?
Yes.
And then
And of
what
course-
did you insist we had to
Well,
buy?
I had to pick up ARCs.
We got Arcs.
Just because, look, you know what? I succumb to peer pressure. Everybody wants to buy ARCs. It's
I know
shiny.
nothing about Arcs.
It's shiny. It's about space. I like space.
2 to 4 players, hour to an hour to 2 hours. I know nothing about it. He's going to have to learn it and teach it to me.
Yeah, everybody keeps talking. The only thing that cracks me up is everybody keeps talking about the fact that it starts off as a trick-taking game to decide who goes first. I'm like, well, Firelock Games has been doing that with Blood and Plunder for years. It's not that new to me, but we'll read the rules and see. Maybe I'm misunderstanding it. But anyway, I really look, anticipating. I'm anticipating getting to play ARCs.
All right.
And then we have
I don't remember if it was Friday or Saturday. We were walking the convention hall, and some of the vendors that aren't like the great big have the banners hanging over the top of it. The ones on the other end, kind of. We walked by. And tell me about this one, Jethro.
Intergalactic Planet Plumber, Intergalactic. Blah, blah, blah. This is a you're an intergalactic plumber.
Yeah.
And you are unclogging the galaxy one asteroid at a time.
It's a 2 to 6 player
It's a
game.
2 to
I
6
went,
player
that
game.
works for me. Plays in about 30 minutes. So he saw the playthrough. I didn't, but it looks a lot of fun.
It does look. It's very colorful. It's shiny. That automatically gets my attention.
It's got space plumbers
It's
in
got
it.
space plumbers in it. What else do you need?
Then we did go over
yes.
to the booth next to All Play. The people that make Everdell.
Yes.
Because they had the
I need a noun.
the things that are Everdell that are nicer than what comes with the game.
Upgrades?
The upgrades, that's the word. They had the upgrades, and I just kind of wanted to see them and touch them. Not that we would buy them, because again, I'd rather buy another game.
Yes.
Anybody wants to give them to me, I will take them. But I had not heard of it before this weekend. They had Everdell Duo,
Yes.
which is the game Everdell for 2 people.
Ooh, is that what the duo means?
That's what duo means. It means 2.
Wow.
So she told me a little bit about what's different between it and the main game. And again, we either want 2-player games or we want 6-people games. So I was
Right.
like, 2-player game. We're picking this one up. It can be
Yes.
played in about 30 minutes. It's very similar to the Everdell game, but not quite as in-depth. So I look forward to doing this because we like Everdell. But
Yeah, I really like Everdell.
it's a
I
big
really
game to
do.
set up and take over the whole
Yes.
table. So we'll see what this is like.
Yeah.
And then...
Okay. I said to Lisbeth, hey, we got to go play. We were walking down the corridor, and there was a guy who had this game out, and I knew all about it because I'd seen it
One
before.
I'd not heard of. He did not mention it
And
to me.
I've never mentioned it to her before. It's Jewels of the Emperor Penguin. And
So we sat down with him.
yes, we sat down with him, and he showed us how it worked. And I had seen it
Left
played.
Justified.
Yeah, Left Justified is the publisher. I had seen it played, and I was like, ooh, if we see it there, I'm going to pick it up. And we saw it there, and we went and played it a little bit. And,
It's a 2 to 5 player, but that's okay.
excuse me.
It is about penguins. Looks like they're climbing up the iceberg and down the iceberg and trying to achieve goals to get jewels. And it looks like a fun little game.
Yeah, like I said, I've seen online people playing it, and I don't know, it just tickled me, so I grabbed it.
We did. Well, we also fished for pickles at
Oh,
that
yes,
booth.
we fished for
So if anybody
pickles.
else knows what we're talking about, it was the booth where you could fish for pickles. And because we got whatever pickles that we got a little bit of a discount on
Yeah,
that. So
we got a
that's another
bunch of
reason why.
wooden nickels, and they traded them in for some discounts on
discounts
it.
on
So
things.
that worked out nice, too.
All right, so another
All
game
right.
that we purchased, Kunta Hora,
Kuntahora.
the City of Silver. Talk about this one just a little bit, Jethro.
Sure. We got this game.
We're reflecting ourselves.
Yes, we are. We got this game. No, so we picked up. Look,
This was
we picked up SETI
right. This
And,
was by the same
publisher,
Check
right?
Games.
and I liked the way that they had it out next to SETI, and I liked the way it looked. I liked the way it looked
Kuntahora.
a lot, Kuntahora. And so we went to check it. We went to buy SETI, and I was
We
like,
knew we
"Eh."
were buying SETI.
Yeah, we knew we were buying SETI, and I was like, "Ooh, should we pick up Kuntahora?" And the guy behind the counter went, if you do, I'll give you a discount. I was like, ba-bam.
Well, yeah. You can give us some money off. We'll buy that game.
So we got a little bit of a discount, and I am fascinated to crack the case open and see what's inside.
2 to 4 players, at least half-hour players, so it is probably a midway game, but it looks kind of shiny because it's silver.
Yes, I like that. So I'm looking forward to that one too.
And then what other one did you really want to get this week? This weekend?
I had to buy this one. Civolution. I wanted this game. It's
another one I know nothing about.
I know it's heavy. It's heavy playing. It's heavy weight. This thing weighs a ton.
It's very heavy. 1 to 4 players, minimum play of 90 minutes.
Yeah. I don't know. I put this right next to my
Arcs.
Well, actually, I put it right next to Gloomhaven, and
oh wow.
Frost Portal is a game that we're going to get to one of these days. I can't wait to crack that thing open either and see what's inside it. So,
and although it seems like we got a lot, this is actually the last one that we purchased.
Last one we purchased. Well, slap my butt and call me Ishmael. It's Mistwind.
Mistwind.
A game about floating whales.
Floating whales, flying whales.
Flying whales.
Made by First Fish Publisher.
Yes.
Why did we purchase this very large box of Mistwind?
Because it was so cool to look at. Like I said, they're just wow. They got these whales and they're flying over this area, and
you're picking up resources and moving them to other locations, and
it just looked really, really neat. I was like, ooh, this is neat.
Outposts.
And she said, hey, you want to come on Sunday at 11 o'clock and we'll let you play? I was, ooh, okay.
I said, yeah.
So Lisbeth and I went over there and sat down, and then this nice young couple came and sat with us. And
we actually played pretty close to a full game.
Pretty close to a full game,
taught by the people from First Fish.
Yes. They were halfway through maybe round 1, and the lovely young couple picked it right up.
They were great.
And she and I were looking at each other going,
We pretty quickly, when the people who were teaching happened to talk to somebody passing by, we looked at the couple next to us, okay, what, do I do this next or do I that next? And they were very kind with us, like, okay, you want to do that, and then try that, and then probably you want to do this. And we went, okay, thank you.
Yes, they were just bam, 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 and we were not.
No.
but we eventually picked it up, and it's a neat game. Now, they had the regular edition and the Kickstarter edition, and we did pick up the Kickstarter edition just because, it's
a little prettier.
It's prettier, and I like pretty things.
Some of the coins are a heavier coin and things like that. So we did, because we were able to play with the Kickstarter edition. So we were like, oh yeah, we'll do this extra.
But the normal edition is still just as
nice.
Almost as nice as the Kickstarter edition.
Yep.
So that's the only reason we picked it up. So it was a fun game, and I can't wait to crack that one open. And we got to open up that soon because we know how to play it now.
We do, and we need to we need to keep that fresh in our head.
Yes, we do.
We did go by the Wandering Towers was at Capstone. We did actually see that game. That was one that we talked about. That again, he told us how to play it. It is a 6-player game, so that's why it kind of piqued my interest. One we decided we're probably going to purchase a little bit later. We also got to see a Shuffle and Swing.
Yes.
Why did they not have them for sale, though?
Because they arrived too late from the factory to get them to where were we? Pax, to
get them to the convention. Yeah, so we didn't have any to sell. We could have purchased one to have it shipped to us, and we're like, well, that's okay. We'll maybe get it next year, or if it comes out in the summertime, that we can order it then.
But what a beautiful board! This thing was just gorgeous
really cool.
to look at.
Another circle one, which was pretty cool. All right.
What else?
And then we managed to find a business that's doing a Kickstarter for this game called Herding Cats.
All right. They're not quite a Kickstarter yet.
Okay.
Excuse me. They're not quite a crowdfunding yet. We don't want to point out one particular
group. Sorry. I don't know what that all means.
Just remember crowdfunding.
All right.
They're still in the play testing mode. If you live in the tri-state area of Philly, Jersey, and Delaware, they're looking for play testers for this game. I'm telling you, once they get this thing polished up, it is going to be phenomenal. It's such a unique game mechanic, and the minute we saw it, I went, "Oh,
it's really cool.
That's funny."
And it's herding cats because you play the part of a crazy cat lady, and you're trying to make your cats go in certain places based on cards that you pick, but it's all done by magnets on this square magnetic board, and you like move the cat ladies, and then the cats go scurrying away from you, and it was very clever, very cute.
It's such a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
And find these people. It's called herding cats.
Herding cats. Yep.
Find these people. Sign up for their newsletter. If you live in the tri-state area.
Fayette Lucre, maybe. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right or not. Clever game.
Offer to play test because this thing is going to be. It's going to take off. It has
the potential to be really cool.
Yeah.
Unique. We did also find Junk Drawer. Who was doing that one? Winsmith Games. Had a guy at the booth show us how to play that. It's another one that we decided, maybe we'll pick it up in a little bit. Also saw Pirate Borg. It seemed to be crazy popular. We did go and look at the book. Pirate Borg is the RPG one that isn't RPG heavy. And we kind of decided to pass on it for right now because, of course, you kind of need a third person to play RPG, and we are pretty much just the two of us most of the time.
Just two of us.
And then After the Empire was another one that we did as a potential PAX purchase that I don't think we even found that one.
I don't think we did.
We did everything else.
Yes.
So,
Lisbeth.
Yes.
How many were on our list to buy at PAX?
I think 15.
And how many did we actually come away with from PAX?
Outside, we mean altogether, or off our list of 15? I think our final count was 20.
All right, and out of this 20, how many were on our list?
I think 6.
Okay. We did that wrong.
But we did look at everyone on our list and tried to make some decisions, and that's part of what you do at PAX is you go and you get to see the game. We also want to do a shout out. We got to see Gnome Hollow was there.
Yes.
And that's a game we recently purchased locally because it was buy a game, get a game for 50% off.
Yes.
And we went, yes.
Yes.
So we have a copy of Gnome Hollow, and we've played it a couple times. So we got to meet the creator of Gnome Hollow. He was the one that was actually teaching the game, and we were able to ask him some questions about the rules. They were like, oh, well, we were curious about this and this, and so he taught us. So we'll be doing that soon on the channel, a playthrough of Gnome Hollow.
Yes.
But that was very cool to do.
Yes. And Sundays we were walking down the hallway. we came across the two fun people from Foster the Meeple.
Yep.
We said hello. Those poor souls. It was
so
just a Sunday afternoon. They looked so tired. And maybe we were just projecting our feelings onto them, but boy, they looked tired.
They looked a little tired.
So we just waited, said hello,
and say hi,
and introduced ourselves.
We're a tiny little channel that's very tiny.
But I mean, they were just so nice to us. Like I said, I know they were tired, but they were just very, very nice to us. So I want to thank.
Shout out to Foster the Meeple.
Shout out to Foster the Meeple. If you're not following them, you should.
Yes. So.
And other than that, we had a great time at PAX. Obviously, we are now eating potato chip sandwiches and drinking pond water until we can afford to buy groceries again.
We're going to wrap all these boxes and open them on Christmas morning because that's our Christmas.
Yes, we are. I told our mortgage company they're going to be late with the payment.
No. Stayed at a very nice hotel. Was about a 10-minute walk. Sonesta, I think it was what it was called. Yeah. Did go up to Unpub and First Look. Walked through there. Saw some interesting games. We really didn't take any video up there, but we did see some interesting games that might be eventually downstairs, I guess.
Yeah.
Walked the whole convention hall.
Yes. How many miles did we do each day?
Friday was a little over 7 miles. Saturday was a little over 7 miles. Sunday was about 5 miles.
Yeah. So if you haven't been to PAX yet, prepare to walk.
Walk a lot. Walk a lot.
And we got there between 10:30 and 11. We walked right in. There was never any lines. They really did it really nicely.
They did. We had our badges ahead of time, so we didn't have to do any kind of a pickup thing on Friday. But then even Saturday and Sunday, we just came right in the Market Street entrance and up the escalator and through the little back and forthies, and we were in. Yeah. So, yeah.
And again, the one thing about PAX, if you watch the vlogs, yes, I call them vlogs because I'm old. Get off my lawn. If you watch the vlogs, they're not that good. I'm just learning how to make those. But you can hear that dull drone in the background the whole time. It's thousands and thousands of people just talking all at once. And the minute you walk in the exhibit hall, it just washes over you. And it's just, for me, it's the most astounding thing about PAX is the constant low-level noise.
Yep. We did have a lot of people. We wore our shirts that we had made special for going to the convention that obviously is us. And we had a lot of people like, oh, I like your shirts. So we were able to say, oh, oh, well, here's our business card, and you should
Yes.
follow us.
Yes.
I think we've picked up one more follower.
Yes. It's one more than we had before we
Which
went.
is true. But
And again, we talked to the wonderful people at Download RPG. We talked to Risa at Lucky Duck Games.
Lucky Duck Games. Yeah, she makes Flamecraft, and she's got that's another video you can watch in our channel.
We talked to one other person whose interview will be going up shortly, and I'm so annoyed at myself that I wrote down her name before we started this and I forgot to get it. So keep an eye. It was the Goblin lady. She came with that very clever
Goblin.
idea.
Yes, yeah.
So
I don't remember her name.
I will try
I'm
to
sorry.
get that up in the next day or so, and I apologize for forgetting her name at the moment or figuring out where I put that piece of paper.
Again, many unique people there.
Many wonderful people.
A whole section for Magic the Gathering.
Yes.
A whole section for painting, miniatures, all that kind of stuff. We didn't even step into all that. A whole thing on Warhammer.
Yes.
We didn't even step. I think Pokemon Go. So much.
So much stuff to do.
Yep.
And highly recommend it if you have never done it. Mm-hmm. It's totally worth going.
Yeah. So
is that it?
I think so.
So that's all our games. We're poor. Don't ask us for any money.
But we hope to be shooting a lot of these.
Yes.
You can just watch us play through the game.
Yep.
And we'll tell you what we think about it, whether it's a table, shelf, or barn game, whether we played a lot.
What? I forgot. One of the things that Lizbeth and I always comment on the fact is when we're watching these haul videos is they show us the game, we don't get to see what's inside it. Mm-hmm. So what we're going to be doing in the next week or so is creating a series under Shut Up and Play called What's in the Box, where we show you what's in the box. So we're going to crack open each one of these games and do a quick video just so you can see what it looks like on the inside, so you can see if it's something you're interested in pursuing. So keep your eye out for the next 2 weeks for what's in the box.
Okay.
All right. And that's it. So I'm Jethro.
I'm Lizbeth.
Today's a great day to shut up and play.
Bye. Shut up and play.